Hey, let's talk about some of the biggest moving singles in Pokemon in 2025, and then we'll get into some of the latest expansions, sealed booster box prices, what we're doing right now. Right now, we're looking at 10 huge Pokemon TCG price shifts in 2025. This is on TCG Player by Corbin Hosler. 2026 is going to be a pivotal year in the Pokemon TCG. There's a ton of things in motion in the market, from the Pokemon Company securing additional printing capabilities for the future, to PSA's parent company buying Beckett in the grading industry, to the huge jumps in mid-2025, leading now to subsequent slowdown in recent months. How it all plays out in 2026 remains to be seen, but the enterprise that is Pokemon is a juggernaut that can never be counted out. There's always cards moving in this market, and even though the last few months have been slow, 2025 as a whole was another banner year for the TCG, with a ton of big ticket cards making big moves in price. Let's look at some of the biggest gainers from 2025. Alright, number one, we've got Mega Gengar EX. This one is a promo out of the X and Y era, and it has gone up just over 400%, from about $60 to just under $300. And yeah, I think a lot of this is due to hype around the new video game ZA, bringing Mega Evolution back, and Gengar always just being a crowd favorite Pokemon in general. This Mega Gengar EX promo was available for years under $20, but the card really broke out this year. The price began 2025 just under $60, and closed out under $300 for near mint copies. And whether it was staff pre-release promos or limited pre-release promos, any scarcity was bought up in 2025, and this one was one of the biggest movers here, going up 400%. Alright, number two, we got Mewtwo and Mew GX Tag Team. This is another promo. This one out of the Sun and Moon era. Really nice climb over the second half of 2025. Began the year at $69, but almost immediately began climbing, and did sort of peak around 311 and fell off a little bit. Ended the year at 233. But this was a $20 card just a few years ago in 2023. So kind of crazy. Number three, we got Pikachu EX. And another promo. This one out of the X and Y era. Unlike many of the other cards on this list, Pikachu EX could have appeared on a normal edition. The price has been on a tear. Yeah, no kidding. Last 3 months. And continues to climb. Frankly, badass Pikachu with Jolteon and Electabuzz in the background for sure. Began 2025 just over $100, and solid price for a promo, about 5 years old, but still about tripled this year. Now it's at 313, or last year rather, and sits at 325 currently. Alright, last promo here is Pikachu with a gray felt hat. No one saw the old Vincent Van Gogh crossover coming, but it's been a hit with fans beyond the Van Gogh Museum's wildest dreams. The excitement over this particular printing was well out ahead of the price. So this got way out of control. We were out $650 in November, ended up for $500 at the end of the year. Still, January 1st was just under $250, so basically doubled. Massive card. And not all that old. So, pretty crazy. Alright, no more promos. We've got Eevee and Snorlax GX out of the Sun and Moon era. This one's out of Team Up. Set saw a lot of winners over the course of the year, not the least of which was this normal duo, which started at 50 and closed near an all-time high of 230. Yeah, so unlike those last few cards that took quite a dip toward the end of the year, Eevee and Snorlax GX holding strong. Number 6, we've got the Love Ghosts, Gengar and Mimikyu GX. Yep, still climbing as we speak. The iconic alt art Gengar Mimikyu GX checks in today at an all-time high of $1,200. Unbelievable. That's 3 times the $400 it began the year at, and what's most striking to me about this printing of Gengar Mimikyu GX is that this climb in price honestly can't even be classified as a spike. It's just consistently added $50 to $75 market price every month of the year. Yeah, this chart is wild. It's just linear, basically. That momentum hasn't stopped in the very early days of 2026 either. I'm incredibly interested in any card that's climbing when the rest of the market is stagnating or falling, and it's even more impressive because it's coming on such a high visibility card. Any Gengar from this set is a hit, and all of them had a strong 2025. Gengar Mimikyu GX 53 climbed from 75 up to 250. The secret rare 186. Actually, I should show you these. This is the 53, and then the secret rare Rainbow Rare 186 is also climbing at 320 from 150 in the beginning of the year. And the full art here, 164, is at 285, up huge from $90 at the beginning of 2025. So it's your overview for all the Gengar Mimikyu GX cards last year, and now we got Gengar EX out of Phantom Forces, released back in 2014, and for about a decade you could pick up this Gengar EX 114 for well under $100. Started the year at 220 and massive increase up to 764 at an all-time high. Price sort of has stagnated a little bit over the last month, but not dipping in any meaningful way. And number 8, we got Magikarp and Wailord GX 161. Back to Team Up here out of the Sun and Moon era. Price simply detonated in 2025. Yeah, unbelievable. From $299 to almost $1,000, $967. Another tag team duo, Greninja and Zoroark 201. Don't have a picture here. Went from $95 to $285. And we've got Slowpoke and Psyduck here getting an honorable mention. From Unified Minds went from 100 to 275. Number 9, we've got Solgaleo and Lunala GX. What a beautiful card here. A little stagnation in the last couple of months, but near an all-time high. Yeah, it topped out around 375, but closed the year at 350, up from 138. Cosmic Eclipse also provided Blastoise and Piplup GX. This one's awesome. And that one went from 150 to about 350. And of course we have the ADP, Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX from Cosmic Eclipse that has gone from 180 up to 450. I like that card a lot. Wish I scooped that earlier this year. Or last year, rather. Alright, last we got Reshiram and Zekrom GX. And the biggest run came in the first half of the year, where it basically tripled from 120 to 350, and since then it's sort of just trickled upward to close the year at 423, up from 121. Pretty significant. So yeah, all in all, 2025 was a banner year for Pokemon. I can't wait to see where 2026 goes. We'll follow all the action every week here on Movers and Shakers, and I will be reading it. So let's talk about some booster boxes, sealed product. Now we talk about some singles. I'm surprised to see Phantasmal holding very strong. I was not surprised to see it fall down to the low 200s. I was hoping to see it break 200 and keep falling, but it's actually recovered here, and the lowest listed on TCG player right now is 240. I mean, what the heck? One expansion back, we got Mega Evolution. These are the enhanced booster boxes with the promo card. Last I checked, these were just a little more expensive than the non-enhanced, but regardless, $225, so even a little cheaper than Phantasmal Flames, which is surprising to me. Very surprising to me. But these have not made, really to me, as much of a recovery as Phantasmal. They're just sort of slowly losing value, whereas Phantasmal had this big steep decline and then they kind of rebound a little bit. Anyhow, lastly, let's talk about Destined Rivals. Massively popular set. Last full set of Scarlet and Violet, and this set's still hanging in there very well. We saw a all-time high close to $500 a booster box. Fell off towards the end of the year, but then we've seen it recover back up to $400, and we're holding at $400, lowest listed on TCG players. So Destined Rivals, strong. Phantasmal, pretty strong. Mega, pretty strong. I mean, well over $200 a booster box for the last two expansions. And we got Destined Rivals at $400. So this market is in no means cooled off. Let me know what you think. That's all I got.